Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992. I know he's ranking, but before we get into that, and today we are back for brand new video. Now it has been like 3 or 4 days since I've last uploaded because of this. Now if you don't follow me on Twitter you won't know the story. I'm just going to get it right out the way before we jump onto that delicious clickbait title and discuss today's topic. Now yes, I have a Karate Kid bandage on my head, lads. Alright, I'm just going to tell you quickly what happened. Playing football, doubles. It's embarrassing when I say it. So, it's in Glasgow, playing football with a lady friends. They're like, do you want to play a wee game of football, Craig? Or like, call me CJ because one of them kids in my video. I was like, yeah, sure mate, let's just play. Playing a game of doubles. The ball get kicked up off the curb. I jump up for a header because I'm a fucking competitor. I try to win it. Got spun around in the air because we banged into each other. Back flat. He took a golf swing into the ground, all the stains, all the rocks, into the back of the head. So yeah, I was like, I had like 4 wee pictures in my mind and it just went beep, 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 beep. Darkness. Knocked the fuck out. Woke up at the hospital, Jibblers there. Had to get like my head on numbed, blah blah blah, to get all the rocks. It's a whole hang, lads, but alright, I'm fine. Sorry for taking a few days off. I am back now, and yeah, I just wanted to apologise to all you guys who've been waiting on videos. I've seen the comments, I've seen your tweets and all your well wishes. I do completely appreciate that. It kind of blows my mind, so thank you very much for being all around me and sort of wish me help. I'm alright. I was just a silly little bitch. Alright, I was playing doubles, took it too far, tried to jump a header, nearly killed myself. But apart from that, we're good. So let's get into today's video. Now, it's actually going to be the third part of the trilogy of videos we've made this week. We've had a wee look back at, is Pedro to blame for his sort of poor side since he's actually came into the squad? Aberdeen victory and losses, the Celtic games, and obviously the Luxembourg. We had a look at that. And then we had a look at some of the players and some of the areas that we can strengthen to help to stop that. And like any part of a trilogy, the third part is going to be the worst version. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to nail it right at the gate. Awful. Okay, you just have to look back at some of them. Terminator 3, dog shit, right? Return of the Jedi from Star Wars, Ewoks, really? Lord of the Rings, with its 150 endings. Let me think of the name. The Hobbit series. Well, you could actually argue the whole Hobbit series. And X-Men Apocalypse, just straight down there. X-Men Last Stand, a lot of X-Men. So yeah, it's maybe not going to be the greatest video. It is a wee bit, like the title is going to be a bit harsh, but don't worry about it. Listen to the video. As always, I take your feedback from your comments. I make a pros and a cons, and I try and argue the point. And then I tell you my opinion. You tell me yours. I'll read out Twitter's. Then we all have a nice good day. It's obviously my birthday tomorrow, so we're going to be doing a special birthday Q&A. So before I jump in, if you want to fire any questions, I'd make them as weird and everything as you want. We'll have a fun little video with that. Just hashtag it in the comments with birthday Q&A and I will read you guys out tomorrow. But yeah, enough of that bullshit. Let's get into today's video. Are the Rangers fans to blame, or it might be, do Rangers fans expect too much? One of those two delicious clickbaity titles. Tastes nice. If I start drooling in this video or start passing out, maybe if you see this, just call the police. It's just the medication wearing off. So let's talk about some of the comments that I've seen saying Rangers fans expect too much. Now, not always from Celtic fans or anything like that, so then they just say, oh, it's just Celtic fans. I see it quite a lot from Rangers fans as well. They have a wee look around and they say, you know what? Rangers fans are expecting too much. They need to realise as a club where we are. Even if you look back to what Spencer said in one of my videos, Spencer, he talked about the Rangers fans need to just take a wee minute just to have a wee look to see where they were, create strides. You've took a foothold into the SPFL, now you build on it for the future. So that's always the point's going to be there. 6 years ago we're in the 3rd division of the Scottish League, which is like the 158th of the English League or any other league. Or the Luxembourg League. Can't even drink yet because it's no sponsor break time. I'm such a rookie with this drugs. But you could say you got to a cup final when I was in the championship, maybe build on. That's a great achievement for a club that 6 years ago was down in the dumps, right? First year back in the SPFL, we finished 3rd, higher than most of the clubs. We finished behind Aberdeen and we finished too many points behind Celtic. So you could say that was a good wee foothold to put in. First time in the league, bam, build for the future, everything's nice. The Rangers fans has gone this backlash and being aggressive. Maybe are just expecting too much. And you could argue the case that that's that. So yeah, I've spoken your points. Now, I'm going to speak about why we don't expect too much. And then I'm going to tell you my opinion. So, the reason I don't think we expect too much is because Rangers as a club means something to a lot of people. It should have mean to as much of the fans, as much of the players, as it does to the fans. Because Rangers is the entire way of life. And sometimes when you see these people that's jogging back, like Halliday, I miss you. in the Celtic game, who's not giving 110%. You see these half bitches that just run about, they just like being with Rangers, like they like being in the big club, like Terrell picked and chose when he played. He was just like, yeah, I quite like this. 45 to 50,000 sold out every week. This is quite good, I like this. I'll not really play hard, but you know, I quite like this play style, this lifestyle. You just look at them, you're saying, what a showery bastards. Right? They're living the dream that many of us would obviously love to do. I'm the competitor. You can see what I do at doubles. Can you imagine what I do in the field? Alright? Fucking, I don't have any legs. You could argue that, yes, they had the second biggest budget in the SPFL, so they should be challenging. I think that's fair enough. You can argue that case, but sort of mimicking and sort of splitting into what we just said, it was the first league back. The players we had last season are not anywhere near as good as players this season. Aye, but you lost to Luxembourg. That's a team that's never lost before. Fair point. And anonymous user 108728481 in the comments. Thumbed up. Pinned. Yes, we did lose to a Luxembourg team that's this most notable high point of fame was a 1-1 draw with Shamrock Rovers. I get that. Alright, I'm not denying it. I wish I never made that video making a fool of them though. Because that's gone around. I think I'm #1 in Luxembourg right now. Which is great. So thanks to Luxembourgers. I like keys. Again, looking at the budget, looking at the players we've got in now, I think everyone just takes a wee minute. Yes, Luxembourg was a painful result. My rant showed that it did hurt the fans. It did hurt very, very much. But I've got players there who's had time to adjust. You can't really blame the fans for getting on at certain players and moaning. People like me for having a little bit of a rant. You can't. That's how it's freedom of speech. You can express what you want. For to say the Rangers fans expect too much from Rangers. They're the second highest budget. We've spent millions and millions of pounds. Now at the end of the season, if we've not finished second and we've not reached a major trophies final, the fans are quite rightly to boo. But until then, I think the fans and everything, we just need to gel as a sort of club. I've seen a kind of little split already from sort of the fans. Some people saying like are very anti-Pedro. Some are very just relax. I wish we just need to pull together. That's what hopefully this channel does right now. And if you are watching this video, make sure to be letting me know. Do you guys think we are expecting too much as fans, or we're just expecting just enough and we're just passionate? Because I think there's a difference between being a hater or a troll than being passionate. And I think that's something that people need to sort of realise when we boo or we get behind or we moan at someone. When I call Josh Windass Bangle Boy, doesn't mean I hate him. When I ridicule Halliday for a year and a half, doesn't mean I hate him. I like him as a person. I just didn't like what he's putting there in the hang. And I didn't really like this. You guys are to blame for these people putting their heads down. No. That's for having no spine or no balls. So that is my thoughts on it. I am completely in the thing on the side that Rangers fans that do not expect too much. I completely, with the money that we've spent, the money that we continue to spend on wages, we're spending way over as a club, what they charge fans and everything for games. I think 100% they deserve a better product. So that's where I stand. It's time for the sponsor break finally. You thought I was going to forget with my drugs. While I have a little sponsor break, if you want to fire in your comments down below, we'll jump onto Twitter and see what Twitterverse is thinking. But remember, make sure to be firing yours down below on the YouTubeverse as well. 3, 2, 1, sponsor break. And we're back. Eyes here, lads, eh? I'm no piece of meat. Alright, just bring it back down to here. Yeah, let's jump over to Twitter now. I only give them about an hour to respond. I'm not sure how many responses that we'll actually have. So let's find out what we're going to see just now. Let's jump over to it. Right, so we've got 6 minutes left because I only ran the poll for an hour. Sorry about that. But yeah, 163 votes in 54 minutes, so it's absolutely class. So just to read out for context, I wrote, do Rangers fans expect too much? Oh, wow. That means yes, if you don't know, if you're not French. 56% of people have put in yes. Now, they've actually went against me, which is cool, and I really like that. So 56% said yes, Rangers fans expect too much. 44% obviously voted no. Let's read out some of the comments to see what people are thinking down below as well. And yeah, maybe I have been completely wrong. I just think as a club, we don't expect too much. Rangers are a club that holds a certain responsibility for like fans, blah blah blah, the money they charge, the amount of people that we pack in every week, yes, and the money we've spent now. I can sort of forgive last year, I was the first league back in, but the start of this league, I don't think the fans are definitely we're expected too much to beat a Luxembourg team. That's just me. I just think we should have bet that team. Nedicons. Right, oh, Mark Menzies, the channel legend, thank you, Barry. Well, I'm pretty sure it wasn't too much to ask to beat a Luxembourg team. Well, hey, Mark, on the same wavelength, I like it. It's Lewis, it's Lewis with a Z in it. We expect 55, not third. instead if we are the people. Okay, fair enough. Ross Hunter at Isuk_X_for life_X. You sook what? Meant to put yes because we are Manchester United when Fergie left. We want success so quick it wasn't that it was yesterday. We had it. Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay, fair enough. I can understand what you're saying. Saying we can't just expect to jump back into goal times. My only counterpoint with that one, Ross, would be we should be beating a team for Luxembourg. It's never won before. Reese at Reese WATP. Reese. He just voted yes. Thank you, Ross. Jai Kirk at Glasgow Rangers. Not really. Stephen Brown. I said no because we are Rangers and we should be on top. But from the money side of things, we are way behind and have to live within our means. Fair play, Stephen. Thanks for chopping that in. Ryan Watt. Ah, my head's starting to hurt. Need some more medication. At Ryan Watt. Ryan Watt 26. A wee bit. Some of the things, some of them do, like last year, people were expecting us to finish first and challenge Celtic, which wasn't the case. Fair enough, yes, last year, completely agree, we shouldn't have been arguing. I was one of these guys that came out and said we're going to finish second. Obviously, I was wrong, but to be fair to me, I'm 0-14 for predictions, and I'm also like the reverse Undertaker of the YouTube world, so yeah. I wasn't going to ever, I actually said in that video we wouldn't challenge Celtic, but we would finish second, so okay, fair enough. EBT's Forever, aka the channel legend, I believe he's Rangers Forever in YouTube comments. He's wrote, yes, when we got promoted, a lot of our fans thought we would win the league, and look what happened. Now, enjoy your sleep. Thank you, mate. As soon as I get this video up, I will be sleeping like a little baby. So, fair enough, lads. I think there's a fair lot of points in there. There isn't just a sort of fine line. A lot of you are saying, yes, we expect too much because we expect to win the league. I'm just saying, from my point of view, from the start of the season alone, we weren't expecting too much to beat a Luxembourg team, but that's fair enough. I don't expect us to win the league, so maybe I'm kind of 50% with you guys, 50% with my own thoughts. But I'm really interested to know now that the Twitters went against me. You showery bastards. What does YouTube people think? So if you guys are watching just now, it only takes a minute to drop a comment and subscribing if you're new. Yeah, that's awesome. So I'm away to sleep now. Well, I'll probably play some PlayStation, trying to stay awake a wee while. Because I'm not really sleeping at night, because obviously I'm sleeping during the day because of my fucking head. Tomorrow's will be a fun little video. I'm going to be doing a birthday Q&A, so make sure to be firing all your weird and wonderful questions in. We'll make sure to be picking the best and we'll bring it out. Is there anything else we need to talk about? Not really. Make sure to be smashing that like button, lads, if you're watching right now. It does help the channel, and I have returned as a brave warrior for determination for you guys. I've been CJ Novo 992. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.